Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Happy Friday. We survived the week.
Woo.
Yeah,
We made it to the weekend.
we did.
And Sherry's over 1,000.
Woo!
Sherry's
Way over.
1,200 now. Last count, it was
Girl power.
1270.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
was 12 something. I don't know.
I couldn't resist
Yeah.
my little Spice Girl.
1217 at last count.
Wow.
wow.
Thank you to everybody. And I've got the giveaway tool thingy
Mhm.
up. We're gonna see if it works, if I can make it work. I emailed Aiden at like 6:30 this morning. It said, "How do you do the StreamYard thingy that shows the name and pick the winner?"
Oh, at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He knew what I was talking about at 6:30 in the morning when I said that the thingy that does and does. He was like, "Yeah, go here, go here."
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh,
okay.
good.
When in doubt, get a hold of
Gen
Aiden.
Z.
Aiden speaks my language at 6:30 a.m., so that's nice to know.
Perfect.
And so I've got
I
it
just want to say,
downloaded.
I just
so
noticed as the things were coming up and people were saying hi. Peggy Reiki Master says, "Hello, everyone. My first time here." Peggy, don't
welcome.
forget to
Welcome.
subscribe.
All of these
welcome.
lovely
Yeah.
ladies have wonderful channels. They all do great readings. All of their links are in the description box below. Please go in and like, subscribe. It's free, and share. And click the
Cat
little.
Mama meow. Party in the swamp. Yes, Cat Mama.
That's
Party
right,
in the
baby.
swamp.
You got it.
Party in the swamp.
We're gonna party
Yeah.
in the swamp tonight. Yeah, Linda liked to knock me over when she said, "You're down in Louisiana, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she says, "We're gonna have to do something with ghosts and stuff for Halloween." I'm like, "Yeah, come on down.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do, I'm open for." I'm thinking,
I'd be like, ooh,
I'll haul
yeah,
Heather
try to
down
make
and
it. I'll join you.
Yeah.
That would be so
That's
much fun.
wonderful. That's
Awesome.
wonderful.
I want to
we
go to
just were
Myrtle's.
talking about it, and I said something about Heather and I had done a show, several shows on Louisiana hauntings and our
Myrtle's
Rougarou,
Plantation, the Rougarou,
which
yeah.
is our Cajun werewolf, and some other stuff. And Robichaux's in the house, and so I was like, "Yeah, we've already explored a few avenues." And I just came across an article, Heather,
Okay.
this morning, written in the local paper
Okay.
on another thing. I don't know what fairy lights is what they're calling it.
Oh, yeah.
Swamp fairy lights.
Right.
Swamp gas.
Oh,
Some
okay.
people will call it
It's
swamp
heard of
gas.
that.
Swamp
but-
gas or something, but
Yeah.
they call
But
it
these are
fairy
very,
lights
very
down
nice.
here. And it's,
Mhm.
according to myth, you don't follow the fairy lights because it will lead you to the boggiest part of the swamp where you'll get stuck and drown.
Mhm.
And so, or
And you
things
become
come up and
gator
eat you
food.
or something. Yeah, you become
Yeah.
I
gator
don't want to
food.
be gator food.
So I don't go in the swamp at night.
Nope.
Not
Nope,
ever,
lightning.
for any reason whatsoever. No. I
That
don't
sounds
even
something
like
that would
driving
happen.
by it at night. So, well, welcome everybody. It's party time, Friday.
Party
What the hell? Why not night? So
Yeah.
So
I
here we
got a wild hair and said,
Coffee.
I got a wild hair. I was chatting with Marina and I'm like, "What you doing Friday?" And she's like, "Nothing." I said, "Let's do a show. I'm gonna call. Let's call Heather. Let's call Val. Let's see who
No,
we can
you
drag
don't
in."
call.
And I want to say, in honor
Ghostbusters.
of your wonderful 1,200 and some odd subscribers and going up every
And
second.
counting.
Every time I look at the
Yes.
number, I pulled 3 cards for you for your
Oh,
channel.
thank you.
And the first card I got is breathe. So
Yeah.
they're just telling you,
Yeah.
take a breath now, take some time, breathe it all in, relax. It's all going according to plan. Everything is working just how you want it to be.
When I'm not jumping up and down going, "Ah!"
Slow
Too bad
down.
what we weren't looking
Slow yourself down. Take a breath.
I've been
And
saying that all day.
I got this beautiful card, regeneration. So
Ooh,
it's saying
Nice.
that no matter what you've been doing, everything is starting anew for you. Anything that wasn't working is now working. Whatever you
okay.
want to bring forward, it's all coming, it's opening up for you to,
Okay, universe, I need that car.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the car.
And I
Yeah.
thought this is especially timely, the tribe, your tribe, because this is
Yeah.
That's y'all.
your audience. It's it's y'all. This is
All
everyone
y'all.
in our community,
Yeah.
and you are meant to be here amongst your tribe, doing what you're doing. And you can see it's like a celebration of flags going across here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
You know,
That's
beautiful
awesome,
birds.
Val.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Thank
It's a great
you.
deck.
yeah.
A great read. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And now
That's
can I go?
wonderful. Yeah,
Because
you can go.
my middle card connects with Val's last card. I
Okay.
got Wolf Spirit, the family.
Ah,
So you're
Family and tribe, we go hand in glove.
Yep, you've always been a part of the family, but you bring people together. You're helping our family grow and big by introducing
Yep.
new people to your channel, which allows us to bring them to our channels, etc. The
Right.
first card I got though was Wise Woman of the Grove. I know you're
Wow.
swamp. This is Grove, but still, you are the wise woman.
Yeah.
You share your grace with people, your kindness, and I don't know if you can all see her, but it's this beautiful elder spirit.
Yes.
Oh,
Through
yes,
the
I
yes,
trees.
yes.
see that.
Yes.
And
That's
there's a beautiful
gorgeous.
treasure right there. And so
Wow.
you're basically the treasure. You're the grace. And you deserve all the happiness that comes your way and the happiness that
Oh,
you
a
give us. We
bluebird.
give back to you. So there you go, my dear.
When I was in first grade, the first level of Girl Scouts back then was called Bluebird.
Bluebirds.
And I was a
Yeah.
bluebird.
No,
Yeah.
Campfire Girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Campfire
the
Girls were
bluebird.
the bluebirds because I was a bluebird.
Yeah.
Brownies, or I think are the beginning.
I was a brownies. Yeah, brownies I think is next up. And then you go from there to Girl Scout. I quit after brownies. It was far too cliquish for my taste at that age.
Yeah,
Wow.
That's why I
it
didn't do it.
continues to be.
Clickish. The clickish thing.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Marina now.
And yeah.
People
My
speak-
turn.
Okay, Marina's turn.
So I got Archangel Haniel. And this one says, seek soul satisfaction, fan a flame of inner happiness. So
I'm
Do it.
working on that.
as you breathe in all that good light from the crown chakra in, and be happy. Okay. And guardian angel.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Love yourself unconditionally. Ask for help. And the last one is Archangel Garcisa. And that one says, create a solid spiritual foundation, be in service to the planet. And that's exactly what you're doing. Exactly what you're doing. You're being of service to the planet, and you have built and are building that spiritual foundation. And this goes, this is one of the things that Val and I talked about yesterday, and the messages for light workers.
It's saved. I haven't been able to watch it yet.
Okay. Well, you
I
know
had
what?
to work today.
Yeah, you'll see how it resonates with this. That be of service to the planet. That's how we all get forward. And I mean, look at this. She's kind of guarding, watching over Stonehenge,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Very, very, yeah. So
I've never heard that Archangel.
Beautiful.
That's a new name for me.
these are Archangel Oracle cards, and they have got a whole slew of archangels that I've never heard of. But hey,
There's a whole bunch of them.
yeah,
So, we haven't
just
all,
because
yeah,
The more
just
the
because I
merrier.
haven't heard of them doesn't mean they don't exist.
exactly.
You know? So,
There's a bunch of them. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'm just trying to get them out of your way. The cat decides she wants to lay down on the table with all my stones.
Yeah. I'm
As
waiting
you
for
do.
the other one to come in here.
It's bad enough I catch her in my little bowls that I've got them in,
Oh,
popping them out and slinging them across the floor, and then I can't find the doggone things.
yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
And
so
hi
now
to everyone that's here that has said hi to,
Yes.
us individually or as a group.
hello,
or
hello, hello.
whatever. Yes, hello, hello, hello.
Teresa TK.
Thank you for being here. Yeah.
Very much so. I appreciate it.
Now, Sherry,
I
I
mean,
don't know
y'all
if you
kept
saw
showing-
Rose Blue posted a question, but I really don't do medical, especially for another person that's not, that's not asking for the question. So I just wanted to point that out to you. I don't feel I wouldn't be able to read on that one.
we tend to steer clear of medical and legal simply because I'm not a doctor and I'm not a lawyer and I don't want to
Yeah.
get sued.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm just a white-haired lady that talks a lot with wrinkles and
Or
farts
blonde.
much fat. So, you know,
Like a
Yeah.
blonde lady.
Yeah. And even what we can do is
Prayers.
pray for the most benevolent outcome,
Right.
exactly.
whatever that might be.
Exactly.
But yes, I agree.
I mean, when it's just a handful of people and it's a kind of an exclusive small group, that's one thing. If you feel comfortable doing that, not everybody does.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I tend to think of it as more in a kind of an individual private thing. I mean, I'll tell somebody my experience with a medical issue.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Yeah.
mean that that's going to be your issue,
Yeah.
or,
Right.
but, I can tell you what I did that worked for me, but
Yeah.
it doesn't mean it's going to work for you. So, yeah, you do better to go to the doctor.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hi, Allie.
I'm
Hi,
a strong
Lisi.
believer in going to the doctor.
Yeah.
Hi, Allie.
Me too.
Me too.
Always,
Hey.
the holistic is great, but make sure that you balance that with the proper medical care from a licensed practitioner of medicine.
Absolutely.
Please do not make medical decisions based on what a tarot
What we
reader
say.
tells you. That's
Never, ever, ever, ever.
even I wouldn't do that.
Hi,
you know?
Craig. Oh, my
Yeah.
buddy's Craig's here.
and
Cap is
Allie.
here.
Hey.
My drinking buddy, Captain Morgan's here.
The captain.
He keeps forgetting to bring the rum with him, though, man.
And I just want my rum and ginger.
wants her rum. Why is there never any of
Yeah.
them? Oh, that's why. I always
Yeah,
get that from Pirates of the Caribbean.
I know Robichaux is
Oh,
here. I saw you, darling. And
Yeah.
one of my state mates, I guess you could say. And Teresa's here, passing out hugs to everybody, of course.
Aw, nice.
And Lisa Foster's here, and Plucky is here, and Bora Bora, and
Plucky's in your
Shockwave,
picture. Oh,
and
Plucky.
Sharon Sipe, of course.
Of course.
Putting everybody's stuff in the chat. Thank you very, very much. And we've got Sandra Wells. Are you the new person? I don't recognize that name. Welcome.
I know I'm seeing a
I
lot
hope
of
you
new
like
names,
it and
so
you
welcome
come.
everybody.
Yes, absolutely.
Ian is here, and wow, we got us a full house. I'm going to run out of air before I run out of names. Sweet salty.
Just don't forget your sip.
Yeah.
All of us.
Yeah.
So if y'all want to ask questions, put them all in caps so I can see them. If I miss something, my moderators will try to point it out to me by saying, "Hey, pay attention." Sometimes I get going and I forget to look. So while these lovely ladies talk away, I'm going to scroll up and down the chat here and see what we got.
Yeah,
As
keep trying
far
to keep an eye on
as-
the chat with questions. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
was just going to say, Heather, I love your background. the lit. It looks
Oh,
like a
they're
lit
tiny
screen.
little
Yeah.
lights.
I love
Yeah.
They're
I
tiny
hadn't
little
really
lights.
noticed that before, and that looks so good.
And if I want,
Doesn't
I
it
could
look-
go.
Yeah, it looks really nice for a
I could go
background
blinky.
setting. Oh, nice.
Oh, I like that.
Wow.
Get a light show with a show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
liking that.
Oops,
Hey,
yeah, I
Marina.
don't do that in case somebody has.
You know, I
like,
didn't
issues.
decorate for Christmas at all this year because I just didn't have the energy for
I
it.
didn't either. Okay,
But
now
I
this one is
missed
the
having
front
all
one.
the stuff up and sparkling and blinking. And
Mhm.
the other day I came home and my son said, "Look, I put the Mardi Gras lights up.
Here,
I got my Mardi Gras lights up on the patio." So I like to go sit out there at night now because everything's purple and green and gold. So
Oh, that's pretty.
see, I
I
got
know
my
I
Mardi
love your
Gras
scarf.
scarf on, and it's all little fleur de lis on there.
Oh,
So-
yeah, I got those off of Amazon. I think they were like $10.
Yeah.
oh,
Maybe
wow,
something like
it's
that.
awesome.
Yeah, they're not that expensive. I've seen them. Then you can get them where there's just strands hanging or in like a sheet, and you
Wow.
can just drape over something or
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
all
not.
different
I don't have
kinds.
them all unfurled. I just have a few hanging. I'm like, oh,
You
that
know,
would be
just
fun
how
for
you
now.
have it is perfect.
That's perfect. Yeah.
And these little
Just
spaces
exactly
in
how
here,
you have it. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going to start painting. I'm going to turn
So
this
we've
into a
got
piece
Heart
of
and
artwork.
Soul connected, and Peggy Reiki Master has questions.
Oh,
Okay.
That's okay.
Let me
Get
see.
them.
Peggy Reiki Master. Okay, I'm gonna star her. And
Third party. I can read on the
Allie,
energy
and-
behind it, but not tapping into someone's.
let me see. Let me scroll up because I know I spotted some. Yep, there's one.
Hi,
Okay,
Ivana.
Robichaux, I got yours. Yeah, all day long it's been me refreshing my studio page and going, oh my God, it's got more. Oh my God, it's got more.
I know I was doing that the day after Linda was on my channel. I kept going to see every now and then. Are my numbers up? Are my numbers
You're welcome,
up?
Allie.
Yeah.
And let's see.
And really quick, Ivana is going to be hosting the new moon readings tomorrow night that her and I typically do twice a month for full and new moon. So it'll be on her channel tomorrow evening. So come on by.
Cool.
I
very
keep.
I
can't
believe-
remember.
Well, I
It's
know what
7
I'll be
p.m.
doing.
Eastern.
I believe that tomorrow's new moon is, there's a special name for it,
Oh,
and it hasn't, this particular new moon hasn't appeared for 1,337 years.
wow.
Yeah.
well, that's
in
pretty
kind of
exact.
where it is.
Holy
Yeah.
moly.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
It's,
that's,
it's an Aquarius. That's all I know. They were talking
Yeah.
about that earlier today on Allie's
Yeah.
channel. They were doing
It's
new moon
probably in
readings.
my email that I haven't checked yet today because I'm on a subscribers list for moon phases and names, and so I'll get like a little article with what the moon phase, what the name is for it, why it called that, all that
Yeah.
stuff.
yeah.
And,
That's awesome.
For some reason, I want to say, I think it's the golden new moon, but I could just be pulling stuff out of
Nice.
midair. But yeah, no,
Gold.
the
hang on,
wolf
I'm gonna
moon
peek real
had that.
quick.
Mhm.
Let
No,
me see
Wolf Moon was the.
if I can find it. Okay. Full moon 2023.
Yeah, this is the
in
new moon.
Aquarius.
Yeah, I think this is just the full moons that they've got listed here.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
It's the eighth sign of Aquarius.
Yeah, because January was the full wolf moon.
Yeah.
February is the full snow moon.
Yeah, Yvonne and I read on
And I
the,
wonder if we
full
have.
moon, and it was Wolf Moon this past.
I thought I had new moons, but
Did you see Denise's
Oh, wait.
question, Sherry?
I-
Just giving you a heads up. A question popped into chat.
okay. No, I don't have it. I thought I had saved a new moon thing, but I don't have it. Okay, let's see. That looks like Ellen, Jenny.
I know Allie asked a question, and then I just saw Denise W pop up with
Yeah.
a question,
Shockwave,
and it's all in
Denise W.
caps.
Okay, got it. And okay, here's what I've got so far. We've got Shockwave. Which question do you want me to answer, darling? Because you got two up here. Pick one. And we've got Peggy, Reiki Master. We've got Allie, Heart and Soul Connected. We've got Robichaux. I got Eleanor. I got Jenny. And I got Denise W. And those are
And
the
then Lise Niedermeyer posted a question. It's at the very end of chat. At least on
Yep,
my
I
phone.
see it. I see it. It just
Okay.
popped up on my screen. So
I think we're caught up.
I think we are. Does everybody? Did I miss anybody's name that I just called out? If I missed someone, then let me know so I can go up and look for it. And okay, I know which one. Hi, Lauren. Welcome.
Hey, Lauren.
Hello, hello.
Okay. All right, then. First up, Peggy Reiki Master. My sister stopped talking with me, and I don't know why. Any help with an answer would be nice.
I'll read on the energy, but I won't tap into the sister without permission. I'll be
Right.
happy to read
Yeah,
on the
no.
energy around it.
And
But what deck to use? I got so many. It's like they all call out at
let's
once.
see. Okay, well, we all take a second here and shuffle. And hi, Linda. I missed you in there earlier. And Lisa. Hi, Havana. Havana's here. Yay. And Rose. As I spot names, I'll try to holler them out. But I probably missed a whole handful of you, and I didn't mean to.
Oh. Peggy, what I'm getting is that someone attributed something to you and repeated it to your sister, and she believed it. So if you can, reach out to her and just ask her why it is that you stopped talking to me. But my sense is that one of her friends, someone that she knows, talked to her and said, oh yeah, by the way, apparently Peggy said blah, blah, blah. High school stuff, but she took it to heart. So yeah, just
Okay.
yeah, and the card that I pulled was surfacing. So yeah, if you talk to your sister, it'll come up. She'll tell you.
Who would like to go next? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
I can go.
Okay.
Okay, I had a little bit of confusion here, so I pulled two different sets of cards, but I went back to the Wisdom Oracle, and what I got is orphaned, and I think this is what I've been feeling, and maybe it's right and maybe it's wrong, but this is what I've gotten from this card is that something about your sister feeling alienated, and she felt left out of something, co-creator, but she feels like she was left out. And yin, I feel like, again, there's yin and yang, there's polarities, this side and that side, masculine, feminine. And I feel like you see the pink, beautiful, feminine. And I'm feeling like she doesn't feel your relationship is whole the way that she wants it to be. And she is hurt in some way. I don't know if it was conversations within the family or something like Marina pointed out, it is definitely something, communication, miscommunication, misunderstanding that needs to be talked out and cleared up. But that's what I got.
Okay. Heather, you want to go or you want me to go?
Yeah. No, I could go, hon.
Okay. You're
So
up.
I got the diamond dreamer, and it has to do, and it's material wealth and prosperity. I'm just going to go through the cards and then show you how I connect with the energy with the reading. Then I got the rainbow prince, compensation, perseverance, but I'm focusing on the compensation. And I got the swan queen, which is transformation, intuition, and patience. So I'm not sure if there was something, or there's, because I know sometimes when another individual might be having good things coming to them, prosperity, things seem to might be going more in their favor maybe than somebody else's favor. Like some people have all the luck, kind of like quote. I'm just wondering if, from what I'm feeling, is that there's this material wealth, this prosperity that you have, that perhaps maybe your sister doesn't feel or wishes that she had the same thing. And with the Snow Queen, I know it says transformation, intuition, and patience, but I'm feeling that maybe it's kind of like that, since that saying of being left out in the cold, feeling like, maybe she doesn't belong quite in your circle, or that she can't relate. Um, but but there is patience. So I think maybe like what Marina had said, if maybe reaching out and at some point and just saying, hey, like my sister and I went 8 years without speaking. And 2 years ago, she finally reached out and said, let's talk. And then from then on, we said, no matter what we hear people talking about, no matter what people are saying, we always come to each other first to say, hey, sis, this is kind of what I'm hearing. Is this something? Did I say something? So we always come together now and we communicate. So I'm feeling there will be a transformation. It's going to take some patience. Um,
Yeah.
but to reach out to her, when you feel the energy is right, and saying, something's, let's talk. Nobody else involved. Let's just you and I sit and talk and be
Yeah.
open and honest with each other. And that's what I have. And I'll leave it there.
Very good.
No, I just want to interject one thing, because what Heather said was so important, and that is that when someone is coming to you and saying things to you that reflect badly on another person, step back, because that person isn't doing you any favors.
Yeah.
Spreading gossip and saying things secondhand. It's not something you want to get involved with. You don't want to hear it. And, just step back, make yourself busy somewhere else, because you don't need to get into that kind of energy. It's not for you. Don't listen to it and go do your own thing. Just stop it at the pass, because that person is not doing you any favors. They're not telling you something from the heart that you need to know. No.
Yeah. And just remember, he who gossips to you will gossip about you.
Oh, yeah. And will tell even dirtier lies.
Exactly. Yes. So never get into the gossip circle. It's not positive. It's not correct information. It's not positive information. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Val. Okay. Yes, Linda, I made you a moderator. Means you're blue. Means you can post links, and you can, if a troll pops in, you can troll slay, if you're not sure what to do, Sharon Sipes in the chat. Just ask her. She can tell you.
Yeah.
She tends to bring all of us to the punch anyway. Yeah. And who was it? Somebody, yes, Mama Bear, questions are closed, but if we have time and I can squeeze in a couple more, I'll let you know. And thank you, Warrior Girl, for the compliment. It's a turtle made with turquoise and silver with matching earrings. My son, daughter, and her husband made these for me.
Cute.
Oh, nice.
So,
Very nice. Yeah.
yeah, I like to wear them. So,
Mhm.
and it's coming up close to the anniversary of my husband's death.
Mm.
And I tend to, and I catch myself doing it and I'm not even aware of it. I tend to haul out like I'm wearing turtle jewelry every day. You know, it's just,
Mhm.
or little things that were his that
Yeah.
I'll suddenly find myself wearing them or something is, and I guess it's just his way of saying,
Yeah.
I'm here, I'm right here,
Still
just
here.
around your neck,
Mhm.
you know.
Right.
That's
Okay,
beautiful.
Peggy, now after hearing what you three had to say, my cards now make sense. Because I was looking at it going, what the hell am I supposed to do with it? We're going to
Tells you
start
what it
out
is.
with choices. And I thought, what choices? What are they talking about here? I wasn't getting anything. But if you look at the picture on the card,
Mhm.
it looks like somebody that's telling tales
Mm-hmm.
on someone to the guy standing next to him.
Mhm.
And the one that it looks like the horned dude is the one telling tales
Yeah.
outside of school. So, and the other one is just standing there doing her thing. And she's not aware of what's being said about her.
Mhm.
And so that's what I mean, technically, that's not what this card stands for. But when I was looking at it, trying to figure out why choices, I don't understand. And then, Val and Marina and Heather started with their cards. I was like, oh, now I get why I pulled this card. It's
Yeah.
because she has been the victim of someone telling tales. Someone has said something or done something, and then, like Val was saying, attributed it to you. And so she's hurt,
Green. Yeah.
and her feelings are hurt, and her heart is hurt. And it's going to take a little time and a little bit of effort on your part to mend that rift, even though you didn't start it.
Yeah.
It's still, you're going to have to do the extra work for it. And then I pulled a second card once that one started making sense. And I pulled New Moon. And what we're going into New Moon tomorrow.
New moon.
Yeah.
And it says a new start is coming. So this to me seems to say that while there were choices to be made and she made a wrong one, you're the one that's going to have to repair the damage. But a new start's coming and you're going to heal the rift. You just
Yeah.
have to surround her with love. And that's the way to do it, in my opinion. Because love conquers all,
Absolutely.
Mhm.
in my opinion. So,
Absolutely.
thank you to all the new people that have come in. Questions are currently closed, but if we get through them fast enough and I can squeeze in a couple more, we will. But I'll let you know. Um, okay, Allie, you're up next. And we'd like to know if New York will pull Santos out of Congress. I'm still trying to figure out how the hell he got in there.
Oh. Oh,
It's
please.
a new investigation, by the way. And I know we tend not to do political on this one, but there was an article this morning that there's a new investigation that it appears like he's not even an American citizen.
Oh.
Wouldn't surprise me one little bit.
Oh.
So,
Yeah, and they're the ones that were accusing Obama of not being a citizen.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's his birth certificate?
thank
I'll
you.
tell you, Sherry, one of the things that you're going to discover now that you're over 1,000 and you can monetize is the process that you have to go through with AdSense to get your channel monetized.
I
And
just signed up. Yeah.
yeah, and the kind of information they want and the kind of vetting that they do. Like they don't just take your word for it. You have to prove it. And I'm thinking it is harder to set up an AdSense account than it is to be a congressman or whatever in New York.
Yeah, amen.
Because
Right?
yeah. All
Yeah,
the,
I know. I started doing the going through the motions earlier, and I was like, I didn't know it was going to take me like a week to do this.
A background check on Santos. They background check you just for AdSense.
Exactly. Yeah. What's your bank information? What's your tax number? What's this? What's that? It's, prove your identity. And and it was a long, drawn out process. And I thought, and here this
And I
guy
just started it this afternoon because my son was like, "Oh, you can monetize your channel now," and I went, "Oh, well, let me see what to do."
Yeah.
He's like, okay, that's a little bit more involved than I realized.
Politics. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to do my pendulum on this.
Perfect.
And basically, I just want to know if New York will pull Santos out of Congress. No, I'm getting a really big yes.
I am too.
Wow, really big yes.
I'm kidding. I am definitely getting a big yes.
You're up, my dear, unless someone else is ready.
Okay. So there's some backroom deals. That's how he got in. But this is how he's going to be. He's not going to be sitting pretty here. It's already happening. And even though he rubs his magic lantern and he thinks he's going to dream up something, it's not going to be happening. He's going to fall out of the tower onto the knives or swords and out.
Okay, Heather, are you going to read on this one or are you going to skip it?
No, I got cards.
Okay, all right. I just wanted to check because I know you don't like doing political, so I wanted to give you that option. But since New York is your state,
so it's kind of hard to watch, But I did get the death card, so there is a transformation coming. People are maybe 3 people. I'm not sure, but there are people coming together. They're going to make this happen. There's a celebration, and I also got the Princess of Cups. So it's somebody who's I don't know necessarily actually youthful as in a young individual, but I feel like this could very much be my girl Letitia, but it's somebody who's young or has a very youthful vigor. And this could also maybe be Alexandria Cortez, AOC, because she's younger. She's got a lot of charisma. She's very eager to get this White House clean, to get the Congress cleaned up. So there's definitely a strong energy saying, all the cards are very positive, that change, people are working together. There's going to be someone, I feel it's a female who's really going to spearhead this. And with AOC and with Letitia being members of New York State with politics, it could be very that one of them spearheading it, or it could be 3 women coming together through New York too to bring it. But
we got 3 of them over there that are ready to do them in. So
I'm getting a strong yes. As the energy standing right now. It looks like a very strong yes, because we know things can always change.
Right.
Yeah.
But right
Marina,
now,
you didn't go yet, huh?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I pulled some tarot cards and it was really interesting because it did kind of tell me the story. So got the stars. So here we've got him. He's, the big guy on campus, right?
I'm going to refill my coffee cup. Go. Do you think?
Okay. The 10 of Pentacles, he's backed by money, by some serious money, and that's how he got to where he is. Okay, because he was put in place. This is someone who was handpicked and put in place. Now that everything is coming out, okay, we've got the sun. Everything is being exposed. We've got the 4 of Cups. where they have called for his resignation. They are urging him to resign, and he's kind of waffling and going on, no, 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 no. I'm not going to resign. I don't think he's going to have much choice, because there he is looking back at like, huh, well, that was fun. Yeah, they're going to put pressure on McConnell, because McConnell is the one who's standing in the way right now. He's the one who's saying, no, I need his vote. But yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, well, McConnell better hold on to his britches. He ain't for long either. So
no, yeah,
That's true.
yeah. We should do a
Okay.
reading on who lasts the longest, McCarthy or Santos.
Right. Very true.
Marina, what deck is that? That is beautiful. I like that.
Oh, thank you. This is the Art Nouveau deck.
The Art Nouveau. I've been having my eye on that on and off for the past
Yeah,
year. So.
this is the back of it. And
pretty.
It's pretty.
yeah,
Buying cards is addictive, y'all.
Oh,
My
yeah.
Amazon wish list is like 50 miles long with all these different cards that I see them. I think, oh, I'd like to have that deck. And oh, I don't have too much money right now.
And
Goes
Sherry,
on the wish list.
Sherry, just really quick, there was a person in chat that was talking about taking lozenges for sore throats and whatnot. I don't know if they were. I thought maybe that might have been a troll, someone trying to sell you something. So I just timed them out for about 300, seconds.
300 seconds.
So if
Okay,
they come back, I'm sorry, but I didn't know. You looked like you were. I don't know if they were trying to sell something or what, but I just. So
that's cool.
if not a troll, my bad, and I apologize. I think his name was Darren. So
Oh, hey, I accidentally timed Sharon out one time on somebody's channel.
yeah, I've done
Because
that
the chat jumped just as I went to hit timeout.
Yes, that's
And
what
it
always
jumped to
happens.
her instead of the one I was aiming for. And I was like, oh my God, I felt so horrible.
Yeah.
Every time I saw her in chat for the next week, I would apologize. I'm sure she got tired of me saying, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
I did that to Flowing because
Yeah.
the chat jumped, and I went to go star her question, and it hit when it jumped. The thing went up, and when I went to go click on the star comment, it was the timeout. So I've done that to Flowing.
Yeah.
We've all done it, I think, at least once or twice, if not more. Okay, let's see.
There's one question you got it. Okay, that's
yeah.
it.
Is that the one?
Yep. That was the one.
Robichaux. Yeah, I got Robichaux. That's my state buddy here.
All right.
What do the cards? Oh, what do the cards have in store for me? I don't know. Let's find out.
Let's find out. Yeah, let's ask.
Let's see.
Ooh, let's see.
What's going on?
Okay.
It's you, my state buddy. We're gonna pull out the
Val, I think I'll grab my wisdom of the Oracle deck.
What's
the Witch's Wisdom Oracle deck.
Oh, you got it.
I love this deck. This showed up on my doorstep. I don't know from who.
Awesome. Really?
I didn't buy it, but it showed up.
Oh, that's
Now, the
nice.
other deck I got not too long ago, my Dragon Path deck.
Oh, I like that.
That came from one of my subscribers. And she emailed me and told me, hey, I'm sending this to you. And so I could keep my eye open for it. And but who are we saying hey to? Who am I missing?
Shaw Woman came in. I just
hey, Shaw Woman.
And Darren is cool, so I'm sorry, everybody. I wasn't sure. I just looked up and saw that. And
hi, Tracy.
my first instinct was to.
No, man. If y'all spot
Darren.
somebody we know, say something. Because you know me, I get going and I forget to look. It's a horrible habit I have, and I do apologize in advance for it.
Let's see what we got here. Oh, this is interesting. And Sherry, how do you pronounce your friend's name again? I know it's a French.
Oh, the EI stands for her first name, And then the last name is Robichaud. It's pronounced Robichaud.
Okay, so it's
The D is silent at the end. Yeah.
Okay.
You know. Just like down here, you will meet people named like Richard is what it looks like. And it's actually Richard Richard.
Gotcha.
There's a lot of names like that down here where it's the last name's pronounced with the French accent. The first name is not. I'm like, why would you do that to your child? You just,
Yeah.
if they leave Louisiana, they're screwed. I mean,
Yeah. Kind of
I
reminds
went
me
to
of.
school with a young man named Wiener Cadet.
Oh gosh,
Whoa.
really?
Very sweet kid. This is going back to like fifth or sixth grade. He was a sweetheart, but I was years later. I'm just kind of like,
there's
some
there
parents.
is. I'm assuming it's still there, but it was there when I first moved to Phoenix years ago. There was a hot dog place, and the name of it was Long Dong, Dong, hot dogs, because the guy's last name was Dong.
Yeah, it is a typical Chinese
name. And it was like the first time I saw that, I nearly drove off the road. I was like, what the hell was that?
Dong can be somebody's first name. Dong is a normal name.
Yeah, but it just, the first time I saw that, I nearly had a wreck. It was like, I was, and then when I thought about it, I was like, it's got to be somebody's name in that. It's otherwise they wouldn't be able to get away with putting that up on a billboard, you know. And then I sat and just laughed forever.
You just have to know how your name translates in the different languages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sherry, I'm all set if you want to put me up and I can get started.
Very good. Very good.
Okay, so
let's see. There you go.
Overshowed. I got the TikTok card, and I'm going to show TikTok, blessed, and all that glitters. So I feel like you're waiting for some finances, blessings to come through. For me, this is you feeling like, okay, I'm praying, I'm meditating, I'm expecting. I know sometimes patience is hard when we know that we have abundance and finances and prosperity coming in, but it's just the TikTok to be calm. Remind yourself that you're blessed with what you have now. If that's something where it's kind of hard to see that at the moment. For me, what helps me through the rough times is just making a list every day or a mental list of everything I'm grateful, and just realizing how blessed I am with what I do have, and just knowing that all that glitters. I know the saying is all that glitters isn't gold, but in this case, it just feels like there's something positive that is coming your way. That is possibly a windfall. It could be just maybe a new job, new something positive with health news, anything that's substantial, that's prosperous, new projects, new family, new friends. But just to remember that for us to count our blessings that we have every day, no matter how small, or very little we think we have, or how little we think we're blessed. Once we start making that list, it becomes physical evidence in front of us to say, wow, compared to some of the people I've seen today or I've met, hell, I am blessed, for what I do have. So those are my cards.
Very nice. Very nice.
Next.
Beautiful.
Okay. Raise your hand. Let me know you're ready.
Your life.
Oh, I have those.
And yes, I'm kind of excited. And I got something interesting here. Author. And it says, you have a book inside of you that wishes to be expressed. Make time to write it.
Time. TikTok.
So.
TikTok. Yeah.
Yeah. Love and light. And I think this speaks about your purpose being divine, bringing divine healing light and love to this world. So maybe through your writings and things, you will touch people with more and more of this beautiful light and love that you're bringing in. And the final card is Heart's Desire. The angels are supporting, guiding, and protecting you as your dreams become a reality. So there it is, channeling this love and light into this book, and you're being supported. So get started.
Are those crystals?
Nice.
All right, Miss Marina, you ready?
Very nice. Yes, I am.
All right.
And my cards are confirming what Heather and Val just said. Because
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah, I pulled commitment, shifting, and union. And when I was looking at them, I thought, all right, so the universe is asking you to make a commitment on doing something that you have been thinking about doing and aren't quite sure if you want to take the plunge. The universe is saying yes. And when you take that plunge, everything is going to shift and you are going to be in union with what it is that is your purpose, that is what you're trying to accomplish. So yeah, whatever that is, make a commitment to it. Say, yes, I'm doing it. You know, whether I succeed or fail is ultimately not the goal. Doing it is the exercise, and then you will be in unison. So
Did you see? She said she's currently working on a novel.
What?
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Val, perfect.
Well, that
life purpose.
Mic
that's
drop.
certainly
Deck drop.
yeah, that's a mic drop. I can't even speak at this
Deck
point.
drop. Wow.
Okay, so again, now I know what my cards are meaning. Is we're going to start out with the Dragon of Courage.
Oh yeah.
Which is telling you to take courage. You can do this.
Absolutely.
This dragon comes out when we need to be reminded that we have the courage to step out and fulfill our dreams. And that's exactly what this card is saying to you. You have the courage. It's inside of you. You can step out and fulfill those dreams. And then from the Witch's Wisdom deck, I pulled Candle Magic. And basically, this is telling you that this is a magical time for you. Your manifesting abilities are strong. Keep your thoughts and focus positive. Use candles, around the house, when you take a bath, when you do any rituals. Maybe look up what the different colored candles mean for different things, so you can kind of line that up with what it is you're trying to manifest. You're writing a book, so you want that creativity to flow freely. So if memory serves, and I'm sure someone's going to correct me if I'm wrong, I believe white candles are the ones to use when you're wanting to have that positive, creative energy go through you. Is to burn white candles. I have a white candle over here I burned before I get started, and just to try to keep the energies clear. But you got this, girl. Yeah, do it.
The white.
And you can get a white candle, and you can get an oil that's connected to your intention, because white candles can be like quartz crystals. They can be programmed for any intention. So if you want something that's money, maybe get some oil that's made up from basil or bay leaves, and just anoint the candle that way. If it's for self-love, maybe some rose, for self-love, compassion, something
also
like that.
yellow candles for creativity and that kind of thing, just like you would use citrine, the yellow or calcite, yellow calcite. It's about creativity and bringing that in. But of course, white is awesome for clearing the energy.
It's an all-purpose.
And I mean,
and you can be the most creative person in the world, but if you don't have the courage to step out
Yeah.
and follow that dream, it's just going to stay buried within you, and eventually it will eat you up with what ifs. What if I had done this? What if I had done that? And
Yes.
that's not how we want to spend our lives,
Yeah.
One foot in front of the other and finish it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we're going to be miles
I
ahead.
know there was a
A little at a time.
Bible verse when I used to go to church, that I want to say it was in Psalms or maybe in Proverbs, where it talks about um, the Lord gives you light enough to light your next step, not the entire path.
I love
And
that.
so, and so you're to walk in faith
Yes.
Yes.
that the light will show you the next step with every step you take.
Oh, I think that's the
beautiful.
footprints.
That's beautiful.
It's
Found
also,
it.
yeah, I think they've done it. It's either a Proverbs or a Psalm. I just remember vaguely, and I'm sure I'm screwing up the verse like terrible,
No,
but it had something to do with the light you're given is only shines bright enough to show your next step.
awesome.
So you have to walk in faith
Yes.
to take the step after and the step after,
Yes.
because as you step out for that next step,
Mhm.
the light will illuminate it.
There it is.
So, but that all, you have to have the courage to step out and do it.
And that's true for every single one of us, no matter
And it
what.
That's
doesn't
the
matter
journey,
what
not the
religion you are. It doesn't
destination.
matter what you study, what you believe, what you worship. That's true across the board.
It's true across the board. That's some fine wisdom you just shared.
Yes.
Just backing up what y'all already said. So
Hey,
I'm
Flo,
laying
your ears
up.
reading earlier.
I love that.
I was telling everybody how I accidentally timed you out once.
Okay, let's see. Next up, Eleanor. Do my guys have advice on my recent promotion increase in duties? Did you get an increase in pay?
Hopefully.
That would be my first question, because when that happened to me, they were like, no.
You just have to do more. No,
You just have to do
Yeah, that's what
people's
they're
job,
like these days.
but there's no extra pay.
Do more
So
with less. Go ahead.
Do you know how many employers do that? Oh, we're
yeah.
giving you this title. Oh, no, we're not raising your pay.
well,
Sound
we had
familiar,
one of our
Sherry?
admins left. She got engaged. She left to go get married just before COVID hit. And I wound up having to do my job and her job
Oh,
for almost 3 years
oh,
without a title change, without a raise, without a bonus, nothing.
that is just
And I know one of the
on so
faculty,
many levels.
one day one of the faculty said something to me. He said, did they ever give you a raise or anything for all you've been doing for the last couple of years? I said, no. I said, a thank you would have been nice.
Yes.
I didn't even get that. I said a raise would have been really nice, or a bonus, like a couple grand. I could go buy a car.
And those universities can't afford it with what they charge for tuition.
Well, granted, we're a state university, so we run on state funds.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't have as much money as most universities who operate on private money that comes in by the bucketfuls. If you toe their line, that's the caveat to that. They give you lots of money, then you got to kind of do things the way they want you to do them, or they take that money away. With the state, it's just a matter of begging, borrowing, and stealing if you have to, because you work for the state. I mean, and don't get me wrong, I love my job. I really do. Our state is no worse off or better off than any of the others, maybe.
Yeah.
Some are better, some are worse. At least I'm not living in. But yeah, I still, I love my job. I like what I do. So, but a raise would be really nice.
Like you do. And you get to connect with people, students.
And Ellen R. said that she did get a raise.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
Good.
Excellent.
Well, at least it was worth your while then. All right.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's
This
see.
is-
I've been talking and not shuffling. All right. So whenever somebody's ready, say the word.
I
Because
can go.
Marina.
all right,
Okay.
you're up, my dear.
So these are actually really good in terms of your promotion. This is an opportunity for you to take flight, for you to kind of shine, do what you love to do, and more than anything else, highlight your capabilities, because the skills that you are picking up with this new position are going to be transferable to other positions within the company. This is not the end for you. This is, have faith that this is going to be a stepping stone um, to something that is going to um, keep you employed. Okay. Um, I got the immunity card, and I kind of wondered about what the immunity is. And I think this this position is going um, to kind of guard you from some of the office politics that go on. It's going to put you in a position where you're going to be immune to the office politics. Um, and by being immune to the office politics, you're able to bring that frequency shift. So you'll find a lot of people kind of at your office door or by your desk, just wanting to chit chat and see how things are. And what they're doing is they're looking to you for a little bit of guidance on what's happening next. So I think this is going to be a really good thing, and it's going to lead to some interesting options for you down the road. Okay.
Okay. I'll go. Or, yeah, if Heather doesn't want to.
Go ahead, Rob.
Mine were a
Guess it
little.
would help if I unmuted. You might would hear me.
Got strength, first off, which says everything you've experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous. So this is you now, or what has led you to this place in time. But oddly enough, I got animals, and that you understand animals and communicate with them intuitively. Trust your inner guidance, as the animals are part of your life's work. And that doesn't mean we get paid for it necessarily. And it could be a sideline at what you actually do for a living that brings home the bacon. But just so that's in your mind. I pulled another card on top of the animals. And again, I got energy healing. So you might think about that kind of thing as a sideline. Your natural energy healing abilities are an important part of your life's purpose. And the final card I got was counseling. So it seems that you heal with kind words, wise advice, and an empathic ear. So you are presenting yourself with beautiful healing energies for people around you and animals. So, you know, most of us light workers have 3D jobs, and we do this side work for
Yeah.
little or no money. But anyway, that's something you might think about doing in addition to what you do. But it looks like you are right where you need to be on this job that you were doing, and it's not going to be too much of a strain on you to go ahead and do that. I think you are the kind of person that can be flexible in that job, and people gravitate to you because you have that ability to draw people who want to talk to you. Hence the counseling card. You're a natural born listener, and you heal with your words. And so, congratulations.
Let's see. Who hasn't gone yet? Heather. Okay. I lose track of who went.
Yeah. So my cards are just a little slightly bit different, but I think they will still work. I pulled from the the Oracle of the Seven Energies, Ellen, for your read. And now I'm not sure what type of job you're doing, but the first card off the bat has to do a lot with creativity. It's called Call of the Muse. And the key words that are jumping out at me, because I don't use this deck too often, is at least not connected with a job, with a job about with promotions and things. So it says allowing creativity without being self-conscious. So moving up, being promoted. First of all, make sure that that as you step into this position, that you have the creativity, you have that spiritual guidance, you have that inner muse guiding you. Spirit is working with you. Is what helped get you to where you are. The next card I got is a tall tale. Now, this card typically discusses about falsehoods, someone telling tales. Now, I want to make sure that now for this card here, it could go both ways. I mean, we all have had a workplace where there have been people who like to chatter and gossip. It's just it's rare for us to be in a position anywhere, especially within a job. However, I want you to focus on less about what others are might be saying or thinking, and making sure that you're not telling yourself at some point that, uh-oh, do I, am
Yeah.
I over my head? Am I going to be good enough for this job? Um, and I'm looking for the line that jumped out of me at this book, and it says, "Not to allow the fear of what others will think to influence your words, and learning to communicate from a place of authenticity." So, with these two cards, just being sure that you stay connected to your creativity, your talents, your skills that got you the promotion, and the connection with spirit that's helping guide, asking them to help you make sure that anytime any self-doubt or any maybe chatter that might come across your ear somewhere within wherever you're at, if that happens, to disregard that. And the other card, last two cards, was the spirit of gratitude. You deserve this promotion. It's meant to be. You're going to flourish. You're going to be blossoming in this job. And just remembering having that gratitude of your creativity got you there, making sure your self confidence keeps you there. And I just wanted to pull an extra card for, to kind of go along with the tall tale, and it's waking the line. So definitely you are tapping into your higher power, your creativity, your muse. That helped open the gate to you getting this promotion. And also, this could possibly be you rising above. You stood out from the others, and keeping that spirit of gratitude, and self confidence in yourself, your creativity, and your connection to spirit.
Beautiful.
That's what
I
I got.
just wanted to say one quick thing because I read something from Ellen, a little feedback, that she is worried that, she puts so much into her job that she's worried about there's not going to be, she'll be exhausted. But the first card I got for her was strength, and you all got beautiful cards for
Yeah.
her. But I just wrote and wanted her to remember that when you put yourself in a new position, I know you're working really hard and you're putting your best foot forward, but you're an empathic person and you need to create boundaries. I know you want to help everyone and you want to do an excellent job, but do try to stay on your own.
Val, were you looking at my cards?
Oh,
I'm sorry. Well, Sherry's going to answer your question, Ellen, because
it's like, okay, I want to see the
Val's reading my cards right now.
excellent, because that's exactly what she needs to hear now. I will give it over to you, Sherry.
I'm looking and you're sitting there talking, and I'm going, well, yeah, I just pulled that. Yeah, I just pulled that. We're going to start with a vision quest,
Oh, awesome.
which is telling you to take that balance. take that time for yourself. Step back. Um, Open your heart to receive what Spirit wants you to know, because you're good at your job and you're appreciated at your job. And you have other people who look to you for leadership and support. But that can also lead to, as Val was just saying, and so were the other ladies, exhaustion. And you wind up burning the candle at both ends. And trust me, I've been there, done that so many times, it's not even funny. And a lot of times you wind up just being exhausted and there's nothing to show for it. Now, I'm not picking that up, but I am picking up that you need to balance your time with personal time. Even at work, maybe a couple of times a week when you go to lunch break, go somewhere where nobody else is. Go sit at the park under a tree, or do what I do. Hell, I go sit out in my car every day and put the seat back and take a 30-minute
Amen. Amen, baby.
and that you would be amazed what a 30-minute power nap will do for you. And then I got a waxing crescent moon that says have faith in your dreams. You know where your dreams are leading you. You know that if what you're doing is fulfilling those dreams, or if this is just a stepping stone to something greater that you've been trying to achieve. Only you can answer that question, because that's what's in your heart, is what it is that you have faith in, that you think your next step is going to be. And when you step away and get that balance, it's going to answer that question of what you need to have that faith in. And then the last card I pulled for you was use your imagination.
Oh,
If you're not exactly where you want to be, then when you're in that quiet place, have that vision quest. Use that imagination and imagine what it is that you think will make you happy. Or ask Spirit to just show me where to put my imagination. Show me what I should focus on. And they will bring those pictures to your mind very easily. Sometimes we may not pick up on it right away. We have to kind of work at it. But that's why having that alone time and that balance comes in handy. But you want to use your imagination so that you can make the job you're currently doing the best person to do that job, where everyone, in a way, you become indispensable. Everyone depends on you. And that's a wonderful feeling. It's also exhausting because it means everyone depends on you. And if you need time off, it's harder to take because everyone depends on you. I've been down that road too. So it's a balancing act that we play. And as a woman, we have families. We have spouses to take care of, children to take care of, pets to take care of. And even though my guys are all fairly liberated and liberal minded, they come home from work and they go to their corners, do their thing. Who's doing the dishes? Who's cooking dinner? Well, my brother will cook some nights, but then I have to go in and clean up behind him, and it's just worse. But we're not gonna go. But it's like, when was the last time I had a weekend off and didn't do anything?
Yeah,
I don't know if that exists.
To that attention in your household.
The last time I had time off and did nothing was when they did this fusion in my neck, and I was in a hospital with a collar around my neck, and I couldn't talk, and I couldn't eat, and I couldn't do anything but just take kick-ass drugs and sleep. So, I mean, yeah, they pump you full of stuff. You're like, wee! You don't care about nothing at that point.
Yeah.
But I mean, it all.
I like that. Wee!
That's
what it felt like.
totally.
Sorry, I had to take a sip. I was getting really gravelly. So I hope that answers some of your questions, Ellen. I hope that helped. Okay, let's see. Next up, we have Miss Jenny. Leaving for a new job in North Dakota. How will it go? Okay. North Dakota, it's cold up there, doesn't it?
Yeah, her.
Yeah. Yeah, it's even further north in South Dakota.
Yes, it is. And I have
You know,
relatives.
I laugh
in
at my own
South Dakota.
jokes.
I do too, because nobody else does.
But the thing about those areas being so cold, and
I
with
have
some of the more
relatives in
difficult-
Aberdeen, South Dakota.
with the states and everything, with the colder weather, you'll find apartments a lot more reasonable, and affordable to get people to come up to move and be willing to live and work in areas that are that cold too.
Oh, I know. In
It's
was
a
it
trade-off.
Connecticut? I think it was. They were practically giving away houses for pennies on the dollar for people to come move up there and work up in like northern Connecticut or something where it's freezing. It's
Wow.
like, no, I don't think so. I'll stay in the swamp. Thank you very kindly. It's cold enough down here.
Well, when you're from Buffalo, you're pretty much used to anything when it comes to the winter and the cold.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I love whenever I meet people from up north that come down here in the south in their first summer. And they literally look like they're going to just dissolve into a puddle of muck at any moment. It's like, yeah, it gets hot down here, doesn't it? Hot and muggy.
Oh, it gets really muggy here being right on the Great Lakes, let me tell you. During the summer when you have, between 80 and 85% humidity.
Uh-huh.
Oh, good Lord.
When my
You
son
put your clothes
graduated
on
from
and they
basic,
feel like you're putting them on wet.
yeah,
And you want to
Get out of the shower, you dry off.
you
and
get
then
out of the
get
shower
right
before
into
you
the
dry
night.
off, you're sweating. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like
When my son graduated from basic training in the Navy, of course, basic training is in Great Lakes, Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I went up for his graduation. It was in May. I left Phoenix. It was like 108, 109 degrees when I got on the plane in Phoenix to go to Great Lakes, Michigan.
Yeah.
I got to Chicago O'Hare Airport, and I walked outside to get a cab and nearly got passed out because it was like 30 freaking degrees out.
Oh, wow.
Like, it's May. Why is it so cold? And everybody looks at me and says, yeah, it's May. It's
Like,
fine.
yeah, that was
It's
normal.
like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
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 That's how
can
my
go.
trip went to
I'm ready.
Phoenix. I got off the plane and my cousin was like, okay, it's 107 now. And I'm like, okay. And I stepped outside and it was like, yeah, okay. And he goes, you all right? And I said, yeah, it's hot, but I was like, Cousin John, there's no humidity. I mean, it was hot, but it wasn't like I was expecting I was going to keel over and not be able to breathe because of the humidity. So I was able to adjust to that, a lot better because it is dry heat, most of the time.
Yeah.
Up in Arizona.
It just feels like you're standing in an oven.
Yeah.
It's like
That's
standing
how
in
I
a
feel.
convection oven with it on full blast.
Speaking of somebody who lives near Las Vegas, it's like being in an oven.
Yeah. But he just had me
It's
like
a
all
dry
scared,
oven,
like I was going
but
to
it's
pass
an
out
oven.
the minute the door
It's an oven.
Yeah, 10 years in Phoenix, I discovered a new term for hot. It was like,
Yeah. It's that kind of heat, that oven heat.
yeah, it just. I've had people ask me, it gets really hot, doesn't it? I'm like, you have no idea.
You
I
have
said,
no
down here it gets hot, but you have the moisture in the air. So when
Yeah.
the wind blows, it cools you off, even
And
though
your
it's warm.
skin, your skin's not going to be as dry.
Right. I said, but there,
Mhm.
said the wind blows and it's just hot air.
Yeah.
It's like
Hot
standing in an oven with a fan blowing the heat on you.
It's
just-
hot, blowing air.
Yeah, and your skin feels like sandpaper. So
Yes. You have to live with a bottle of lotion on your body every single day
You
I
have to
never
have to
used
constantly
chapstick
hydrate,
in my life
water.
until I went to Phoenix. And I
Yeah.
was going through a tube of chapstick a month. I was
You
like,
do. I live with the stuff I put on my lips. I mean,
yeah.
everything's dry. So, yeah,
Yeah.
All right, who's ready?
I'm ready.
Okie dokie.
Oh, okay.
Okay, there we go.
We have, I once again, you, these are working for me, so I'm using them. Life's
Yep.
purpose. Okay, we got family. So since you're leaving for your new job in North Dakota, uh, family, loving your friends and family is central to your life purpose. So it's just pointing out, I mean, you can still love your family from afar,
Mm-hmm.
and it's probably not that far from where you have been. But just remember to keep in contact, keep those relationships strong, even if you have to, FaceTime or Zoom or whatever you want to call it. Keep those communications open because that strength, that stability that you get when you go somewhere else, you're going to want that foundation to be maintained. And I got justice, which it says here your career brings fairness and protection to others who need your help. So I don't know what line of work you're in, but this is an interesting aspect to what you'll be doing. And trust. And this is a beautiful card to have pulled for you now because it says trust your feelings and dreams to guide your career path. So that you chose a job and you're leaving for your new job. You've made the choice. Trust that decision to be where you need to be right now. Remember, don't tend to your family ties, tend to your family, stay in communication. Just because you're moving to a different state and you're taking on a new job, don't forget to call and communicate. And this is an interesting aspect. Justice, bringing good stuff with you. And that's
Mm-hmm.
it.
All right, who's ready?
You want to go, Heather?
Yeah, I could go ahead.
Okay.
So the first card I got was Pertho, fate. And so know that the decision to take the job and to move to North Dakota is part of your divine plan. It's kind of beautiful how with the universe, how they just focus on her one eye, almost kind of like the third eye. It's your intuition. You know this is the right one. This is what's
Yeah.
been shown to you through the universe, and it almost looks like a map. Especially when they shut the lights up, when they take pictures from the satellites overhead at night, and you can see the lights in the cities. That kind of feel like too on there.
Mm-hmm.
The next card I got was Manas the Self, and it's you're moving forward. A part of you might feel like, but I have maybe family here, I have friends, I'm leaving what I know. And with the crows, the ravens, I know this is the ravens are associated with Odin. This is like one of his cards. These are his ravens or his crows. I believe it's the ravens. They're like his totem animals, if I remember that properly. And if I got that wrong, I apologize. But it's basically the self feeling, like being pulled in two different ways. Do I want to stay here or do I want to go somewhere that is a new beginning for me, a new life? And you can still do that. You can keep in touch with your family, friends, things that um, where you're leaving, but looking forward ahead. That blue, it's that calm. Her eyes are closed. She has faith that she's moving forward. And the last card, you know how Val, you had the card with the person holding the light in the hand.
Yeah, right,
I got the same thing too. She's holding the light of the universe in her hand.
right.
So I got the Gebo divine offering. So this is the universe. The universe gave you this light. It's your guiding light. You reached out and you took it. So this was you, the universe, and your higher self working together to bring you to take this new position, to move you forward into a new life. And it just feels like this is a very positive step forward. The transition should be fine, because you've been able to establish I can still be in touch with people and my family and my friends, but that calm, beautiful, again, that blue calm, eyes closed, moving forward in faith, and knowing that that was a gift from the universe, the divine offering. So good
Beautiful.
luck. How
Beautiful.
exciting.
And she just
We wanna
mentioned
move
what
too.
she's doing. She's a travel CNA. I'm a travel CNA, she says. That's what she's doing
Ooh.
for her
And the
job.
Raven brings magic. Yes. So embrace that magic. Yeah. In your
Yeah.
life. And trust
Yep.
in it.
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh.
I think that theme is going through here, to trust that intuition, trust those decisions you've made.
Yeah.
Marina, did you go?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Okay. So what I got was birthing and caretaker and voice. And when I kind of looked at them and let them talk to me, it was, yes, this is the birthing of something new. This is new opportunities, new people, new job, new possibilities, and so on. And caretaker, now knowing you're a CNA, okay, that makes sense. You're there, and it explained to me the voice card. Because I was initially thinking that, yeah, okay, you're going to find your voice when you get out there, but with the caretaker card, it's people are relying on you to be their voice. They're relying on you to speak up for them when they are not able to speak up for themselves. And I think this new job is going to give you that opportunity to not negotiate, but to advocate for those that are not able to advocate for themselves. And I think that is going to bring you an awful lot of joy and satisfaction. So I think this is going to be a really, really good move for you. I think you're going to enjoy meeting all the new people, and yeah, this is a good opportunity.
Now I understand where that justice card fits in. Advocating for the people you're caring for.
Yeah,
Yep.
I love it when the cards support each other.
They really do.
You know,
Yeah.
yeah,
All night,
It
it's like
empowers
our
each
cards
other.
have been just validating one another or explaining.
exactly.
You know, two of you read, I'm like, oh, that's what that means. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's like different perspectives. That's why I love doing
Yes.
lives with people instead of reading by myself, because my interpretation or my deck might be the same basic interpretation, but because it's a different deck or a different reader, I
Yeah.
can learn something totally different that I
Right.
hadn't thought of, that I can apply to a
Exactly.
future reading when
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
reading for somebody. Because I remember, oh, Marina once said that
Yeah.
this is what this meant in this
Yeah.
situation. I think that applies to this one. So
Right.
yeah.
Exactly.
exactly.
True. Very true.
Yeah, I learned the same thing when I did a card thing where we did a show on just one card. And I did it with someone who was an artist who pointed out, you know, what
Yeah.
are the colors? What's in the background? What's similar? What's different? It was like it just never dawned on me to look for that, to
Mhm.
explain what the card was going to mean. I didn't get past the initial first impression of the picture. And now I know to kind of take a minute and look a little deeper.
That sounds like Jeffrey, on how
Yes,
Jeffrey
it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah. Right
Oh, it
color.
was Jeffrey. I was going to say,
Right.
I know he teaches.
And
That's how I learned a
okay.
lot from him too.
First thing I drew for you is attainment.
Ooh.
And basically what this card means is carpe diem, you know, seize the day. Be aware of what's necessary. Don't take advantage of others. But at the same time, don't let others take advantage of you. And seize your moment of what it is that you've got coming for you. you're going to this new job. So you're going to be tested. You're going to be tried. People are going to try to see what they can put over on you or what they can talk you into doing that's not really your job.
Right.
And so you're going to have to be on your toes to know, no, that's not what my job entails. That's your job. You do it. And that can be a really hard thing to do, especially when you're the new guy in the room.
Yeah.
And then the next card I pulled was a Luminaire. And this is a Grandmaster Dragon. And basically what it says, I have to read this one. Here's that. It says, we can change the world, although humankind is not yet ready for all of us and our might. You and all the others like you are preparing the way. That's part of being light workers, part of being star seeds, part of being the indigo children, is we're all here to help light the way for what's coming, which is a much better, a more loving, a more caring world. And I don't know of anybody else, but I am damn ready to get there. It's like, let's quit, dragging our feet. Let's do this.
Yeah.
But Spirit doesn't always listen to me. So there you go. I'm supposed to listen to it, not the other way around. Okay. All right. Next up, we have Shockwave. Why have the government started taking UFOs seriously?
Oh, they have always taken UFOs seriously. They just didn't want to let people know. But it's getting harder and harder now for people to keep people in the dark because people are awakening. They're showing themselves more to us. They're becoming more in our periphery and in our understanding. And I think the government's like, okay,
we all have these wonderful things right here.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to hide and say, no, you just saw a weather balloon. When you have 50 people that come forward with a video showing that it wasn't any flipping weather balloon.
Exactly.
It was something else. So that, I think it's and it's weird because I'm getting a hit on this. And like I said, it's very hit and miss when I get these messages, but it's just telling me, it's just that time. It's time now for everyone to know, because now there are more people in the world who believe that we're here than there were 20, 50, 100 years ago, 1,000 years ago. Well, I don't know. 1,000 years ago, you have hieroglyphs and petroglyphs on the walls of caves showing spacemen,
They probably thought, oh, they're just, people from the sky. They're space gods. They weren't necessarily afraid of them.
Exactly.
Yeah. And there was a time when, communicating around the world took a long time.
True.
So we didn't always get the information, quickly or accurately or whatnot. But now that, we can communicate with people around the world and in outer space, through a cell phone, it's increasingly more difficult to hide and to try to bury the facts. So, what the military knows about the UFOs and the contacts that they've made with UFOs and so on is vast. We can only assume just a tiny little bit of it. But they can't just open up the floodgates, right? People would just lose their what.
Minds.
Yeah.
Yes. So they have to give out little bits, right? Digest it in small little bits, and eventually you'll get the information. I think most of us are probably at the point it's like, you know what? You're not fooling anyone. Just tell me.
Yeah, exactly. These idiots want to think it's the rapture. Fine and dandy, let them think that. But come on, just give me the facts.
Yeah.
Because it would also throw out a lot of religious dogma that people are raised with, they have been raised with for centuries. And
Absolutely.
to
Yeah.
have someone just come in upside down and pull the rug out from that would lead to like mass hysteria and a lot of
Oh,
mass
yeah.
self-harm. I'll use
Yeah.
the word self-harm because people's faith is going to be absolutely,
Turned upside down.
yeah, the
Oh,
very
yeah.
fabric of their reality and of their spiritual
Be-
beliefs. There's something more, destructive to of a person's, mental, emotional, their well-being, to have whatever faith that they are so, clung to and understood and accepted being ripped away from them, taken away from them.
Yeah,
So
it's
they have to do
Especially
it in
when you're
their
dealing
own
with
way.
the very foundation of who you think you are
change.
in the religious world or in that world is a whole different thing than what the reality is. So, yeah, it's going to twist some
And
people's
I kid
minds
you not,
around.
that's what
And
I
it,
got. I
it
got the
and it
foundation
appears
part.
that, and I would say that also it's the more uneducated someone is,
Yeah,
the easier it is to keep them under control via religion and
Absolutely.
and other fear-based methods, um, than it is for those who are enlightened, who have sought education. And education doesn't necessarily mean you went to a university and got a
no,
degree. I know a lot of really, really, really smart people that never got out of high school, much less went to college.
Yeah.
But they've got the brains and they got the know-how and they can think for themselves.
yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
And so it's we don't need to get caught up in that box where in order to be considered intelligent you have to fit in this box. No, that's not how it works.
Exactly.
But
Oh my God, Ozzy
Yeah, and the very fact that why the government started to take UFOs seriously, it's not that they want us to think they want us to
Can I
think
face
they
it?
are. If they already know they already deal with UFOs. So I mean they already deal with, people from off planet and on planet, so that
Yeah.
aren't human. So yeah, it's already a done deal. But
Yeah,
I
guess.
I
I'm
used
sorry.
Scott Allen's
Yeah. What card did you get?
I got some good ones. What did
okay,
you
who's going first?
Let's see them, Bill.
This, of course, called for Scott Allen's spiritual essence ET cards.
Absolutely.
All right.
And I got, oddly enough, this is what I got, but this is what I think light and Reiki energy needed. And this is what is going on. People across the planet need to be at a certain vibrational level so that when this comes down, when we all finally, get more dribs and drabs that we are not alone in this universe, that people will be able to accept it a little more willingly without being so fearful. The second card is take charge, you got this, enjoy the ride. So it's kind of like, yeah, we're a lot of us are already here. If you take a poll of who across around the world believes that there are extraterrestrials and people that live on the planet that aren't human, yeah, I think it is over 70 something percent last time I heard. And the final card is reflection of your soul is the art of forgiving. And you see she's holding up energy, or what is here is a ship. And it's almost like the people that have been abducted, the stories about abduction, the reasons why there are genetic manipulation, all these things that create a lot of fear about what they're doing with us, that we're genetic experiments, need to be understood. They need to be out in the open so that everyone understands why there's cattle mutilations, why that genetic material is harvested, what's going on with hybrids, whatever else there is, and to let go of that being they are the enemy or they are something to be feared, because we've been here hundreds of thousands of years and nobody has destroyed us, at least in this timeline.
No, we'll just leave that to ourselves to destroy ourselves.
And this, we might be the 6th or 7th iteration of who we are, but at least in this timeline, we're still here. So, I think it's
Yeah,
about
we're one of the 14 million timelines that survived.
exactly.
And there's good, and you have good ETs, and you have bad ETs.
Yes,
There's a balance.
So there's
Just
a
like
big
in
story, a hidden story that needs to come out so that people can be educated and not be fearful. And for that to happen, people can't turn a deaf ear. And the deaf ears are turned by people who think there's going to be this revelation thing, or there's going to be all these,
Yeah.
made up things that are going to happen. But I don't know.
And what I loved about the show, and Chris Carter really got people started bringing it into mainstream and started bringing it into awareness, was the X-Files.
Right.
I mean, he really tapped into and then exposing, experimentation, things being hidden, people being silenced. I mean, everything that a lot of it was fiction, yes, but a lot of it was based on things that can be proven in history.
Absolutely.
And just kind of 8 years of, the show, and just bringing to light that, yes, there's good ones, but also, I mean, he just really laid the foundation to help, bring, the phenomena of, ET. And so,
And
there was a time, if you'd have talked about any of that stuff, my late husband would have looked at you and said, "You are nuts."
Easy.
And then he started watching the X-Files when it was in the first round of reruns, and it would come on late at night, and I would already be in bed because I had to get up so early to go to work. And he would sit up and watch that. And within like a month, he was completely sold on the idea of there are aliens and there are things going on. It just
there's real material they have and evidence. So, and then I just want to put a plug in for Linda Moulton Howe, who is a journalist who's been covering this for years and years and years.
Hear her name enough.
Every Wednesday, I never miss the YouTube channel Earth Files. The Earth Files show. I never miss her show every Wednesday at 6:30 Pacific time.
No, I'm gonna have to check that one out. I watched the White Files.
You're gonna watch.
I haven't heard of Earth Files.
She is a journalist who has all the photographic evidence. She's got things from generals who have released information that tells, this is what really happened.
Well, a couple months back, I had an old friend of mine on that has his own network, his own radio network and stuff, of phantoms and monsters. Oh, yeah. Now, it's not just cryptids and ghosts and Bigfoot and whatnot that he deals with. I mean, he's published several books. He's done several research papers. He's gone on hunts. He's seen things and has witnessed things and been involved in things that would make me crawl under the bed and never come out again.
Right.
And, and he was nice enough to come be a guest on my show one night and kind of talk about it. But he has his own Phantoms and Monsters radio. They got a YouTube channel. They've got, he's got other people that come on and do their stuff on there. Yep. But Lon's been at it a long time because of an experience he had as a kid. And nobody believed him, Sure. And he was determined to prove what he saw and experienced was real. And, boy, howdy, is he has put out some evidence that will make you sit back and go,
I'm telling you. This is what you need. People like this getting out there and sharing what they've researched and what they know and what's happened to them. And I think it takes that evidentiary kind of journalism to get people to pay attention. Hey, they have something. This isn't just blowing smoke. But
and just really quick, I had pulled just a couple cards.
Okay. I didn't know if you had pulled any or not. So
yeah, I didn't want to read, and I wanted to let you be able to finish. I got, two of them. I got, the first one was 4 of Wands. again, breaking down foundations with everybody,
Mhm.
them reaching out. They want the truth. You can see that there's more. And too, it's interesting. It's fruit and flowers and stuff, kind of like the whole association of Adam and Eve, knowledge with the fruit,
Mhm.
reaching up and taking that knowledge. Um, and at the end, to balance it, was the Four of Cups. So they're waiting for people to be um, the foundations for people to be more solid emotionally, physically, to be able to bring this into everybody's awareness. And these cards are tarot, but they can also be really used as oracles. And this is the Star Tarot. And I got the Judgment card again. And but they're opening their arms up. Here comes the rainbow. Here's the star systems from where some of these
Yeah.
ETs are coming from. They're opening arms up. There's a lack of judgment. We're more accepting, more welcoming of the ideas. And for me, the Fool feels like it's coming down from outer space. So,
Mhm.
here's the entity, the consciousness coming in. And I did pull one of Scott's cards, and success, completion,
Yeah.
destiny. It is the destiny,
It's the
that we
destiny.
are to finally. This is the time that's meant to happen, and
Mhm.
things are flowing. You know, as should they've been a little bit sooner. It would have been nice to help spare some people being afraid of coming forward and talking about it. But really quick on Dr. Howe, it's amazing how you hear on most of these shows Graham Hancock, Childress, Von Daniken, but
Mhm.
you rarely, and Giorgio Tsoukalos, but you rarely hear her name brought into it. And she's got if knowledge, if not more, than some of these other male counterparts
Mm.
of hers.
Oh, you
And
mean Linda
so
Moulton now?
Linda Moulton,
She's written so many books. It's
I'm done.
unbelievable. So many documentary style books with colored pictures and things. It's ridiculous.
And she doesn't get as much, you know,
You know, she's at
recognition as the
all
others.
the she's at all the, you know, all the UFO conferences. You can go see her whenever they have them at Oxford Tree or anywhere, actually. But you're right. I mean, it's true. But
I
she
hear
knows
their
all
names
those
more than I
authors
hear
and knows
hers.
them really well, and is really good friends with almost
Oh
everyone
yeah,
um, in that
Marina,
field.
did you have
but
any
her
cards that you
airtime
pulled?
compared to others,
I did. I
Okay,
did.
let me.
And excuse me.
You okay?
Yeah. Yeah, my throat is getting a little weird, but that's okay.
Mine stays weird.
Yeah. I think it takes a lot of hubris on our part to think that we are the only intelligent life in the, when you look up at the sky for how vast it is and how many planets and stars are up there, that we are the only ones. It's just mind-boggling that we could be that egotistical. So
It's so funny you bring that point up because I just saw something the other day, an article talking about one of the new cameras that they've got out in space now. For decades, what scientists thought was just a black hunk of space with nothing there.
yeah,
And these new cameras swiveled around and took pictures where they discovered thousands of additional galaxies.
Yeah.
yes,
And
let that sink in.
yeah,
yeah,
exactly. So what I pulled these from the Starseed deck, and I got the Seven Star Sisters, and it says birthing creations, tapestry of life expression. The next one is Hirate. Hirate, maybe? I don't know. And it says longing for home, homesick for the stars. And I think that's what all of us do, when we look up in the sky. Why do we find the stars so magical? There's got to be a part of us that has that longing for home,
you go home.
right?
Mhm.
Yeah. And breath of the cosmos. And it is my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. And yeah, there is so much out there. There is so much that we can grab onto, and yeah, I think it's just a matter of time before we get to actually see a lot of this stuff. And yes, they're going to confirm, because you know what, governments have been communicating with the UFOs for years,
Years,
years and years. They have more than just, autopsies of quote unquote little gray men.
Oh yeah, Valiant Thorpe being one of them.
Yeah. So yeah, it's going to come out. It is going to come out, and people have to be ready to accept it, because that would be for those people who are not yet mentally ready for it, who haven't thought about it and come to terms with the fact that we are not the end all be all, and that the God that you think spoke in the Bible it's a man-made creation, and that Jesus was probably a light worker.
Yeah, a big one.
Yeah. So that would be
All of them.
taking that to the religious community would be the same as sitting someone down on their 40th birthday and saying, "Oh, we think it's time we tell you you're adopted."
Exactly.
It would just your world falls
Your
apart.
world collapses.
Yes.
Yeah. So, you put out the little feelers and the clues, and people find their way. So, yeah, absolutely.
That
And
is
spiritually, emotionally, mentally,
true.
it would just,
Yeah.
Destroyed.
Absolutely destroyed.
Yeah, I like what you said, Marina. We're not the end all be all.
We aren't the end all be all, and the amount of knowledge we have could fit on a pinhead of the universe and the multiverses. We have no clue, even about dimensional time and space, and all of that is just.
Yeah, just watch Doctor Strange. I mean,
Or Men in Black. Remember?
Men in Black.
And the universe was in that tiny little pebble or crystal that was around the kitty's neck. And they're like, how could you fit an entire universe into that little? And it's like, well, you got to get your brain out of it. What, you know what I mean? It's just that.
You know what else I'm going to bring up for things that twist your brain that can be very true is The Twilight Zone and Outer Limits.
Yes.
Those two shows took
that were way before their time.
Way before their time. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
They paved the way. They were what inspired Chris Carter, that Dark Shadows.
Absolutely.
To do the X-Files and to start.
Yep.
I think I've seen every X-Files show about 5 times.
Yeah.
It was just like Whoopi Goldberg said. It wasn't until the original Star Trek came on TV when she was a little girl that she looked at a sci-fi show and saw that Black people made it to the future.
Yeah.
Because of Lieutenant Uhura, and then not only were Black people in the future, but they were people in command.
And White people and Asian people.
Yeah.
Same thing with Star Wars.
Yeah.
Calrissian, the Asian ET that they inspired. I mean, they both took and really started.
I mean.
Well, they say.
Embracing.
Yeah. And they say the person that wrote Star Trek was versed, he had friends in the CIA or whoever. He had the inner secrets.
Oh, really?
And they actually wanted this out there, sort of like a programming of us to get used to. Oh, yeah, we go to other
You see that all aliens aren't bad and mean and want to kill us all. And
they'll all look alike. They have funny ears or they have different skin.
But before we go exploring other planets and doing that, we need to take care of ours first.
Yeah.
I agree. Please.
Before we go exploring any others.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be a heavy timer, but
All right, that's my warning shot.
She
Okay,
dinged.
Okay.
Yep.
we've got a couple questions left. So,
Oh,
Denise W. Denise, are you still here, darling? I'm sorry, we've been dragging on, and
I thought that was our last question.
is Denise still here? Yep, looks like she's still here.
Lexi Bueller. Denise.
Denise,
Denise W.
Yeah.
calling Denise.
Gene Roddy.
Bueller.
She's here.
Yes,
Yes, I'm here. She
okay.
said.
His name,
All right.
Yes, she's here.
Star Trek
Okay.
creator.
All righty. Well, I'm going to start out because I've already pulled my cards for Denise.
Okay,
While we were all talking, I thought, well, I'll just jump ahead here.
that was good.
The first thing I pulled was the Four of Pentacles. Save your money. Be frugal. And I'm seeing that, yeah, you can certainly start your own business and live full time in California. But a word to the wise, which comes in the Ten of Swords, it's really expensive to live in California. So unless you already own property there, you better be inheriting a big chunk of money.
Taxes are a big time.
And then I pulled the Eight of Swords. It's like all swords here. And again, you don't want to be bound and tied up with something that'll make you unhappy. So be careful what decisions you make if that's where you want to be. Now, granted, you would probably do much better at earning more money in California than you would anywhere else. But you still have to be frugal. Be careful with your money, because if that's what you're planning on doing to retire on, you don't want to put yourself in the poorhouse. But I'm hearing, go for it. Just be frugal about it. So, who's ready?
I'll go.
Alrighty.
Okay. So what I got was yes, no. So don't jump too quickly into starting your own business or moving. Give yourself a little bit of time. It's only been a month since you're retired. There's no panic. It's not like you have to be doing something. And if you feel like you need a reason to get up in the morning, volunteer at your local animal shelter or wherever. You can do that as well. What I'm getting is give it some thought so that you're not howling at the moon, right? You want to be busy. You want to get into something else. Like I can hear that you've said to yourself several times, strike while the iron is hot. Take a breath. Take a breath. There is strength in what you're doing currently. Okay. What you need to do is spend a little bit of time thinking about your truth. Think about what you want, and is it really what you want, or is it what other people have suggested that you might be good at doing? So give it some thought. Don't jump in too fast, because that's just going to cause some turmoil. But make sure that what you want is really what you want. Ask yourself, why do you want it? And see if there's any other alternatives. And then when you're ready, you will find support, that people are going to be they're going to be able to help you. But take a little bit of time. Don't do anything quickly, at least not for the next month or two. Just enjoy your retirement. Okay.
All right. Who's ready to go next? Okay.
Okay, so Denise, they're reminding you yoga, your life's enhanced by yoga, stretching, and exercising. So what I get from this card is you notice they show the chakras system, and that to me tells me that as you stretch and exercise, you're allowing your system to um, calm down and to receive more light and information, which I think eventually it channels in as new inspiration to do whatever is coming for you. Now that you're retired and you can do your heart's desire, this is in the beginning. Before you do that, you get yourself into a state of relaxation by stretching and exercising so that you can see that light at the crown coming down through. This will be your inspiration. There is time to decide. You have time. Make a decision based on your heart's true desires. And in order to determine what your heart's true desires are, after something that a job where you've worked for many years and you've retired, you need to take that downtime to have a cycle where you are going to sit still, be quiet, and listen to your inner guidance without any input from anyone else. And it says sensitivity. You're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. And I think that is why they're telling you to exercise and stretch. Because, as we receive more light in and we're about to step into our work as light workers or whatever we do, we start to become a little more irritated by outside things. And it's because we are getting more sensitive and things might bother us because we're vibrating at this level, and everything outside, going to the grocery store or in the car or whatever, are vibrating at a different level. And until we really ground ourselves and put down a good foundation for ourselves and boundaries, that those things can begin to irritate you. So anyway, at the bottom line is they want you to take some reflection time, get yourself in alignment with your, higher self, ground yourself, and then all these inspirational thoughts will come about what you're going to do.
Be
That's
retired
Good.
for a while.
Thank you, ma'am.
That's it.
Okay, Miss Heather.
My cards just follow with everybody else's. I got, when Marina, when you said you had a lot of rods in the iron. Yeah, you do. You
Yeah.
got to me, this was the first card out, the Two of Wands, wanting to start your own business and living full time in California. That's great, but what my next card also says and supports everybody else is that the Four of Swords. You need to take time to relax, to meditate. The salmon is a fish of wisdom, your intuition, and
Yeah.
it's okay to take time to rest, to meditate, to contemplate, get used to just that alone time for yourself. Like with the chakras, being in line here is resting, knowing that you're being guarded, looked after, and having that wisdom. Allow your to start paying attention to your dreams as well. I'm feeling like this might be your guides coming through, giving you ideas and messages in your dreams. But once you do that and you've grounded yourself and you've given yourself time, when you do know what it is, it's going to take off. You're going to feel it in your heart. It's going to vibrate through your whole body. You're going to know when it is that what it is that you're going to want to do, and when you're ready to. I got the Chariot. You're going to take right off. You're just going to speed right forward. And I love how they have all the stars above too, kind of like dropping down and blessing and guiding you. So again, too, with the separate, the business, moving to California, whatever it is that you finally, when it's the right time, you're going to know it. You're going to feel it right there, in your gut, in your intuition, in your heart, like the yoga, boom, boom, boom. When all those chakras are in
Yeah.
alignment, you're going to feel it, and it's all going to come rushing through you. Bolt of energy. You're just going to start focusing on what it is that you want to do. You're going to take the reins, and you're going to go for it. and you're going to fly. So, but it is important to take time to rest, to meditate, and know exactly what it is that you want to do. But exciting.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, I got 2 questions yet left. Y'all can hang in for a few more minutes. Okay, all right.
Yeah, I got it.
I just want to be sure because we've been at this over 2 hours now. So
time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah,
absolutely.
All right, Lisa, you still here, Lisa? I thought I saw you. Yeah, you're there.
I'm sure
I see
she
you.
is. I'm so talking. Oh, let's
What
see.
do my guides have to tell me? Actually, I've already drawn.
Oh, perfect.
For Lisa. So while I read my card for her, I'll let y'all pull and do yours. Lisa, I only pulled 1 card. I went to pull another one and Spirit said, no, you don't need that. So I was like, oh, okay. But I pulled, it's called Actramus. It's a galactic dragon is the name of it, the type of dragon it is. And it says that Actramus connects with the Arcturian civilization, one of the peacekeepers of the galaxies. This dragon is here. Wait, I lost my place. Okay. This dragon was here, originally came here to help move those that were in the 5th dimension level to help raise them up to the 7th dimension level. And that's part of what this dragon is here to do. And it says, actually, if he shows up in your reading, it means the time has come for you to begin integrating with 7th dimensional golden ray energy and initiate the process of, what does that say? Of anchoring, and initiate the process of anchoring its frequency into your being. This will enable you to shift the old layers of 3D energy and release it naturally. It heralds the next phase of your incredible journey. So in other words, this is telling you that you're moving on up, girl.
Yeah.
And you need to get ready. The east side's waiting for you. And I don't know how many people remember that show, but used to love that song. The Jeffersons, that was the name of it. I knew Yep.
Deluxe apartment.
The last thing it says is that holding a clearer vibration allows us to view the world without judgment and to be more at ease with ourselves and let go of negativity. So when you accept this dragon into your life, you are acknowledging that you are ready to shift old DNA coding and integrate the higher vibrations into your life. And that's what this dragon is telling you. It's time for you to start the shift. You're headed that way. Who's next?
Perfect. I can go.
Okay.
Because it just piggybacks on yours. As things come in and you might think that you're going through a storm, you're not. This is things shifting, moving, okay? Finding a different perspective. Approach it with confidence. Know that you are exactly where you need to be at the moment you need to be there. And simplicity. In order to have the confidence, sort of the confidence in the storm, it doesn't have to be something big and grand. Sometimes, the keep it simple, stupid, right? That works best. So, and fearless. So go forward knowing that you are where you need to be. You're doing what you need to be doing. Accept your path with confidence and and realize that gestures don't have to be grand. They can be just simple little things, but you're always taking steps forward. So, yeah.
Very good. Who's ready to go next?
I can go.
Oh.
Or Heather, go ahead.
Here, rock, paper,
All right.
scissors. No. Oh, so Lisa, I got this is you, unicorn, purity of spirit.
Oh, I like that card.
Pretty.
Yeah.
You exude it when I see you in my chat, and in others. You're always so very kind, pleasant, generous, very nothing ever negative. You're always very and not toxic positivity, but it's just that nice energy that when I see you pop into my chat or somebody else's, you can feel that nice, pure, loving energy coming
Mhm.
from you. Right now, I'm getting renewal. And I know the old story about the old frog prince, touching him to get the frog for, to manifest, to save you, to bring you. But what for me, this is saying is that the frog is reminding you that what you have is already inside of you. Example of the purity of spirit. You need to kind of maybe step back, start taking time to replenish yourself. You give so much to everybody. When you come into our chats that I'm sure this must, flow over into life, being very generous with people that you know in person, your family, your friends, even strangers. Um, the last card I did get though is protection, guardians of the land. So just make sure that with this beautiful energy that you do have, that you do love to share, that there is healthy boundaries in place, not just physically, but also spiritually, and what you will allow people to, not get away with you, taking advantage of you, but also energy wise, because when you are that bright, pure spirit, that energy, you attract good people. And this is not to scare you, but you also attract the attention of other, sometimes people who want to kind of just latch onto that, kind of like the psychic or energy vampires. They
Yep.
just, make sure that they don't drain you. And I think that might be kind of what's starting to happen because of the renewal, just to get back in touch with that inner, spirit of yours, setting those boundaries, getting grounded. And the doggies are speak. See, they're telling you the same thing. So just making sure you get grounded, going into nature, connecting with maybe, the deer, the stag might be one of your animal guides as well. So being in touch with your spirit team, your guides, making sure you have those spiritual protections around you, those energetic, and those physical ones where people try to take advantage of your kindness, of your generosity, and just letting them know that no, I need to set healthy boundaries, and it is okay to say no when you need to. And
Absolutely.
I think that's a good message for all of us, really.
It is.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
Absolutely.
All right.
Oh,
Last
thank you,
but not
Chloe.
least, we have Eleanor Jones. Eleanor, are you still here?
I didn't
Oh, you're still
read.
here.
I didn't read on her on the one we just did.
Oh, we didn't? I'm sorry. Go. And I will hide this and you read on the other.
So, Lee's, I got hearts, desires. Okay. So the angels are supporting and guiding and protecting you as your dreams are becoming a reality. So that's a beautiful card for you. And with the information that Sherry pulled out for you with the Arcturians, they are one of the most advanced ET races out there. So they are really, really top notch. And when they mentioned school here to me, that can be simply sitting in meditation and receiving in those light codes of and information from the Arcturians. And believe me, I've done it. And they do send it to you as you're sitting there. You can feel it come in. So open during meditation and allow this in. So school can mean reading books, letting this information in. It will unfold later, or maybe you'll get visions at the time. It just depends. That is like going to school. When I get the strength card for you, it reminds me of what Heather and Marina have said, that, boundaries and creating your safe space for yourself are very important, because when they're saying everything you've experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous, that really means calling out your area, standing your ground, being grounded, and knowing who you are, and you are not going to let anyone, disturb that peaceful space you create. So don't forget to let the Arcturian's energy come in. Very important.
Yes.
Nice.
All righty. Now everybody went. I didn't jump the gun on anyone.
I just had to get that message out.
No, I don't know why. I was thinking you had already gone. I lose track of who goes.
I usually go before, but I restrained myself and took.
It's my voice. I'm hypnotizing Sherry.
Heather will put me to sleep in no time flat if she's just talking and I'm listening and I'm sitting there and I'll just slowly just go right down. And it's like,
Yeah.
Heather will be like, "Are you awake?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, I'm listening." She just, the tone and timbre of her voice is very soothing, and it's like, you can do motivational
therapy. You are never gonna know, but we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
I don't think Eleonora is still here. I've been keeping my eye on the chat looking for her.
Yeah, I'm not. She's not answering. So, what do we have? Okay. Well, thank you everybody for coming. I do appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
And
congratulations, Sherry. We're here to congratulate you on your 1,000. So again, everybody, make sure to hit like and subscribe for her.
I tried to make the little thingy work, and I don't know. I did something wrong. It wouldn't come up. That's why I haven't said anything.
Make sure you put comments in after the show.
It didn't want to come up. So what I'll do is,
all of us,
I'm going to go through the list of who was here tonight, and I'm going to literally put all the names in a hat, and I'll just draw it on camera. I'll film myself tomorrow or something, and I'll just draw it and pull a winner. So, because I'm
glad to be there for you.
Yeah, I couldn't get the little thingy to work.
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. It was fun.
I love
having us and letting us be
part of the coming. My very last minute spur of the moment. What you doing tomorrow? So
it was fun.
Sometimes those are the best ones, because you don't have time to obsess about it, so to speak.
Now, Sherry, don't you have another live to go to now?
I do.
Oh my God.
45 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Hello.
I'm going to take a walk outside and get some fresh air.
Yourself. Yes, eat something, ground yourself.
Yep.
Yes.
Get that energy centered.
Absolutely.
Yep. I got both of my big crystals right here with me that I've been kind of like rubbing on.
Yep.
So we're going to go take a walk.
Very good.
Gonna go walk around outside.
And what are you going to be? Whose show are you going to be on, Sherry?
The Cool Crone, Colleen show.
Okay.
At 8 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Eastern.
Jump in there. Yeah.
7 o'clock Mountain, 6 o'clock Pacific. Right? I said that right? Yeah.
Yes. I'll see if I can jump in and say hi. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, we've been talking about doing something together for 2 months, and yesterday, I think it was day before yesterday, she had emailed about the other thing that she wants to do next weekend for the meditation.
Yeah.
And I said, we need to get together and do that show. And she's like, "What are you doing tomorrow?" Another one, "What are you doing tomorrow?"
Colleen's fun to read with. She really is.
Yeah, she really is.
She's nice. I like to watch her.
She does the.
She knows all about the astrology and stuff too, like Marina does.
Is a good astrologer.
It is like gobbledygook to me. I don't know what any of it means.
It takes somebody special to understand all that.
All I
Yeah.
know is I'm
When
a
you start talking
Gemini
about
sun.
degrees and houses and signs, it's just like my eyes
Yeah.
just glaze over.
I know
My
I'm,
brain just
Glaze
shuts right
over
down.
too. That's why I have to go to
Yeah.
people like Colleen.
I
All
know
I
I'm
know
a
is my
Gemini
fire sign,
sun, an
rising
Aquarius
sign,
moon, and an Aries rising. So
Ah,
I'm an Aries rising
Y'all
too.
need to come on over and watch John and I when we do the Let's Talk Astrology, because he
Yeah.
brings it down. He explains it to you in a way that it makes sense, and he doesn't use a lot of the gobbledygook that kind of, when
yeah,
people
I've
are
watched a
talking
few
about,
times with him
oh
on
my
there with
God,
you.
yeah,
It helps
Astrology
me
101.
your
understand it.
Venus is trine with your Jupiter and it sets up a sextile. Don't just tell me, is this good or bad?
Yeah.
That's all I need to
What
know.
does that mean?
Good or bad?
Autumn from Black and Orange has
Yes.
created her own astrological wheel
mhm.
where she's broken
Ooh.
it down where it looks like you're looking at a clock,
Oh,
and she's broken down all the different houses
oh,
into all of the pie slices. And it's like
Yeah.
the first time I saw that, I went, "Oh, that makes sense." And it was like, "Oh, okay, I get it now." But that's as far as I got with understanding. And then she went off into something else. I'm like, "Nope, you lost me."
Yeah.
Sherry, really quick, I don't know if you saw her comment. Chris MK said, "You ladies give so much of yourselves for these shows. Thank you. I'm usually a lurker." So, lurker, thank you.
Oh, well, thank you for
We
speaking up,
appreciate the
Chris.
support
Yeah.
and the kind words. Yes,
Thank you for
Yeah,
coming.
very nice.
thank
I just
you.
wanted to
Yeah.
point that out.
Thank
And
you,
it's Nerd the
everybody.
Rabbit,
All of
yes.
your support and all of the ones who subscribe. Please go to all of these lovely ladies' channels and go and subscribe there. It's free.
Yeah, I like to get up to 500. So we
There
got
we go. We
600.
got to get out of the
Wow.
500.
I'll be
Get up
happy
to
with
400.
500.
We got to get down to 400.
We'll get you there. We'll get you there.
We'll
That's
get
right.
there.
I remember when I was at those numbers thinking, I'm not ever
yeah.
going to get that next
Yeah.
Yeah, we're so excited for you, Sherry. So
Yes.
excited.
We know
That's
how
awesome.
hard you work.
Because I've
to
been
get this far.
stuck like right at around 900 for
Yep. For a
about
long
2
time.
months, and I'd go up and down 5 or 6
Yeah.
people. And it'd be like, what is it? The same 6 people that keep subscribing? And unsubscribing?
Yeah.
Subscribe.
Yeah.
They're messing with me.
Yeah, it's like, okay, what am I not doing right? They're not staying.
Okay.
It isn't.
Okay.
It isn't about us.
Oh, there's Black Beauty.
He just ran in, so
Oh.
good timing to say goodbye to everybody.
So
Say,
beautiful.
hi, Mazzy. Thank
He's
you
got
for
the prettiest
watching.
eyes.
Hi,
Thank
baby.
you for watching.
Yes.
Making sure mine's not watching. She'd get jealous.
Beautiful.
Aw,
Yeah.
beautiful.
I have never seen such a healthy looking cat. I mean, the
You know what
eyes,
got
the
him
fur.
looking like this? He had all his teeth removed earlier this year because he
Uh-huh.
had bad teeth.
Yeah.
We were told to put them on human baby food, animal.
I
So we've been
swear,
giving them turkey.
that human baby food must be
chicken.
the best thing for them.
It's made both of them thick. Their coats are thick. They're
Oh my
lush. They're
gosh.
shiny. Their eyes are more clear.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
And
mean,
this is
that
just
cat
regular
is
Gerber
gorgeous.
baby food.
Yeah.
Or the Walmart.
If I had a cat, I'd be feeding it baby food. Because
Yep,
Yeah.
they get dry food, but they
Mhm.
share half a jar together in the morning and then one in the evening.
like,
And what a
would
difference!
you feed them like what, the beef or the chicken or what?
Well, they have ham, they have chicken,
Yeah.
they have beef, and they have turkey, and so we'll get different ones. We'll shake, so they don't get bored, and then we have their dry food during the day.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
twice a day, one in the morning and one in the evening, they share half a jar of whatever. And I mean, he's 12 years old, and he's actually been playing and running around
Like a
he's
kitten?
like 2-year-old, like he's a baby. And so
my
it
Oh,
does
wow.
it does make a difference. Habu. Yeah, that's my
Yeah, well, our kitten has discovered she can jump on the patio wall and go over.
Oh, great.
Oh.
Oh.
She did that to me at 6 o'clock this morning, then opened the door and she was out between my legs, up the wall and over. And I said, fine,
Oh my goodness.
go run. I'm not chasing you this morning.
Oh.
A few minutes later, I hear, meow, and I go look and then somebody's dog had got loose, a big pit bull. And they come running over and she was like up, back arch, just freaking out. And this Pitty is like right in front of her,
She's like,
trying to play.
Mom, come
And I
save
opened
me.
the gate to go.
Yeah.
I opened the gate to go get her, and the little dog, my little Dachshund Yorkie mix, my Dorky, he goes shooting out between my legs, running up to the Pitty, barking at him like he's going to take him down or something.
Yeah.
Well, at least he's protective of the cat, you know.
You gotta love the confidence.
Yeah. And so I'm trying to get him in the house and her in the house, and I finally got them both in. And the Pitty, in the meantime, is sitting there on the other side of the gate, whole body just a wagging, you know.
Just somebody come play with me. Come on, come play.
So I leaned over the gate and started petting him and playing when he was in
They're
seventh heaven.
wonderful. They're wonderful dogs. They
Yeah.
get such a horrible reputation. They really are beautiful, loving dogs. They do make great family dogs.
Oh yeah, they
really
do.
do.
I've
It's
known
just like
several
any
people that
dog.
have
If you train them to be mean and vicious,
Yeah.
they're going to.
Yeah, they don't know the difference. They just, yeah.
They just know what they've been
They
taught.
don't know the difference, do they?
Well, thank you, everybody. It's been lovely.
All righty.
I will do a drawing tomorrow, and maybe I get this stupid thingy to work. And the
Spinner.
rotating thingy, whatever you call it.
And Ivana's going to be, I'm going to be on Ivana's channel tomorrow. We're doing our new moon readings at 7 p.m. and this time she's hosting. So
Oh,
if you want new
great,
moon reads,
great.
come on over to Ivana's
What's
channel.
up for you? What's up for you, Val? Anything new?
Just my Tuesday show with Scott Allen Spiritual Essence. My Wednesday show with Sisters of the Mystical Tarot, and my Thursday show will be on Marina's Heart-Centered Tarot, which is Messages for Lightworkers.
Cool.
I love that show. It's a great show
Yeah,
to check out. It really is.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Heather.
very much so. And what about you, Marina? Anything
Um,
other than the normal, regular?
other than the normal regular, well, tomorrow at 1 Mountain, I'm going to be having Deanne from Shield Maiden Tarot.
Yeah, Deanne's a trip. You'll like her. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we read once before, and we were scheduled to read again the end of December, and then she got sick.
Oh,
Mhm.
So yeah, this is a reschedule. So I'm looking
Yeah,
forward
last
to
year was
that.
a hard year for her with, and
Yes.
it's
Yeah,
just
her
like,
health
take
kept
it
getting bad.
easy.
Yeah.
You do a lot of readings. Take some breaks. You might be just
Oh
bringing
God,
so
she was
much
on almost
energy.
every day on somebody's
You're
channel. I was like,
exhausting
girl,
yourself.
take a break. You know?
yeah, I saw her all the
You're
time.
giving the rest of us a bad name.
Everywhere.
I can't keep up with you.
Well, Miss Sherry, I
Exactly.
can't keep up with you. You've been on fire for the last
Yeah,
2
that's
months.
A little bit.
Oh, my
Every
goodness.
time I'm turning around.
And then Wednesday at 7, I'm on with John from Asalia Tarot, and we just finished doing all the 12 signs. So this is going to be on the 25th. It's going to be a recap. And then after that, we're going to start getting into, I think, the planets, describing each planet and what it does, sort of in your chart.
Cool.
And then getting into the houses.
That's where I get confused.
Yeah. What
Sounds
each one is, what does it mean?
Sounds like you're giving a whole astrology course. If somebody wants to go back from the very beginning and watch all those episodes,
And I've rewatched some of those episodes. It's like, oh,
get a
okay.
whole
Yeah,
education.
totally. And you can find them on, if you go to my channel,
his
go
channel,
in the
too.
playlist,
Mhm.
and under my playlist or whatever, I can't figure out how to take the astrology and put it in its own little thing. But anyway, the astrology videos are in there. So yeah, you can go take
We'll
one.
figure it out. I don't know how to do that yet either.
Yeah, it's
You're not
there.
alone.
Look for it. Look for it.
Very cool.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone. Thank you,
everybody.
to
Yes.
everyone who has supported me, who has subscribed, who has always been there. Y'all helped me get here. Could not have done it without you. And thank you to my lovely friends who are always willing at the drop of a hat to jump on a Friday night and say, yeah, let's read cards. So,
Oh, you've done it for me. I'll be like, what you do?
Yeah.
I don't know. In a couple hours, you want to jump on. And you're like, okay, I'll be there. So
yeah, that's true. You just, that's what sisters in the sisterhood is we're there for each other.
Exactly.
It says Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants is the Sisterhood of the Traveling Tarot Decks.
Yep, there you go.
All right. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to say good night.
Yes.
Good night.
Good night,
Good night.
everybody.
Good night,
Have
everyone.
a blessed weekend,
Yes,
and we'll
safe
see
weekend.
you later.
See you later.